Hi YouTubies, it's me, Zachary Michael, also, and this is take two because we're getting ready to click play on the video that we're about to watch today, and I looked down and I saw that it was no longer recording. At this point, if it stops recording at some point, then I'll just go download the video straight from Twitch and upload it that way tomorrow. Because we only have so much time. But basically, here's what you missed out on. I sang Nasty I sang the Nasty song. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. Somebody gonna match my freak. I was singing that a lot. And also, I gave an intro to this. So this video was recommended by Loaded Tea Squirt. Loaded Tea Squirt in the chat recommended this. So if anybody has an issue with it, take it up with Loaded Tea Squirt. What you need to know about this video... Well, can I tell you at least why I didn't say her name? Because I realized I've only ever read her name, and I don't know how her name is pronounced. And I didn't want y'all to hate me. I've already had enough discourse with not being able to pronounce Alicia Doherty's name correctly. I didn't need more. Is it Tinashe? That's what I thought it was, and then I got nervous. And then I got nervous that I was gonna fuck it up, so I just didn't. Also, I put my hair up in a bun. You missed that. You missed getting to watch that, and you missed me asking for 69s. We already did all of that. The channel we're watching today is called Rose Red Homestead, which in fact does roll right off the tongue. And what do you know about rolling right off the tongue? I already said that joke, okay? That joke already happened. You also said you'd smash Astle from Elden Ring. No, I said pass. I said that's a pass for me, bestie. So anyways, we're watching Rose Red Homestead, and this video is called Stock Your RV for Bugging Out. Have no idea what that means. What does bugging out mean? I've been assured that there's no bugs, so if there are bugs, I'm gonna be pissed. And then, what was the last thing? Oh, we did get a little juicy email about Pamela's World from an old friend of the channel that was a little bit concerned that maybe some way Pamela's World is buying subscribers or something like that. So just go check out the old Pamela's World social blade if you're interested in that. And maybe there'll be a time in the future that comes up again. But that time is not right now because we gotta watch these homesteaders. So, Twitch, can I get another round of 69? I just need to really be sure we're ready since we had all the distractions. Did I tell y'all on YouTubies that it stopped recording on me? It did. I don't know what happened. Well, I do. I think there wasn't enough room on my computer. I did not click play. I clicked full screen. That music sounded like a lot. Also, there's like... I need to like wipe down this desk. There's like something crusty. It's just like one little spot. I don't know what it is. Anyways, this is too much. Also, Marsha is convinced that Pamela's World is Michelle P, the hacker. Marsha really wants y'all to know that she thinks that Pamela's World is Michelle P, the hacker. So, in case you missed it, she's only said it in the chat 20,000 times today. So I just want to make sure you know. Anyways, I don't have any context about what this is about. So I'm going in blind. I have no idea what's about to happen. Why does the flower look like that? Like what? Like an anus? Does it look like an anus? I don't know. It's giving prolapsed. Get out of here. Please leave immediately. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, Zach admitted to having no original content and did. And what about it? All right, let's get to. Let me know if I need to turn her up or turn her down. I'll turn her a little bit down to get started. Cause she's kind of loud, yeah. What is this music? What is this? What are these slides? I'm worried about getting copyright struck, so I'm gonna mute at least for now, and I'll also turn on the captions. All right, music is going. Ooh, we got some canned goods. This looks better than Meemaw's canned goods, but what's this at the top? It's looking kind of moldy at the top. All right. Some plants, some ATVs, some four-wheelers. Y'all want to go four-wheeling? Y'all want to go four-wheeling? I used to ride four-wheelers with my brother when I grew up in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yup, sure did. Stock your RV for bugging out. Who are these people? Who is she? She looks like a blast. These look like, I don't know, your average older people, but she looks like a blast. She looks so fun. Is that AI generated? He is kind of giving AI generated a little bit. But if Noel was right here right now, Noel would be like, you think everything's AI generated. Do we think the music's over? Can I return to not muting this? Okay. Oh, it's over. It's over. Wait, what? How did she get so short all of a sudden? How did she get so short all of a sudden? All right, here we go. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, where we are camping with John and Cindy in our respective trailers in
your respective trailers? Okay.
In the beautiful Bryce Canyon National Park. And we were up here for dinner last night. Up here meaning up to their trailer.
I wasn't gonna say it, but now that y'all said it in the chat, are they swingers? Is this a swinging thing? Listen, I love that. I think love shows up in all kinds of ways.
Our trailer is down in the flats. Theirs is up in the beautiful pines.
Yes, beautiful.
And
yes, up here in the beautiful pines. Stay down there, you peasants. Are they dogging? What does that mean?
She was showing us some things that they do in their trailer, and I was so impressed with this.
Show me.
We talk about preparedness in so many different contexts, but this is one that...
Wait, how did she get so short? I'm so serious, y'all. She's the same height here. She's the same height here, and then why is she down here now? Is she sitting? Not she's sitting, dumbass. Sitting is the opposite of standing. Sitting is the opposite of running around. Sitting is a wonderful thing to do. You just pull in from Stupid Town? Yeah, I got here with you, Willow. We came in on the same train.
Cindy was showing us some things that they do in their trailer, and I was so impressed with this. You know, we talked about...
Wasn't that you sitting in the row across from me on the train? I thought that was you. I gave you a ride because you can't drive. I drove us home from the bar that we went to karaoke at last night because Noel had a couple bevies. So I did drive in the city. Are you jealous? Are you jealous? Why did you think she just got short? I don't know. I don't know, besties.
Preparedness in so many different contexts. But this is one that perhaps not very many of us have thought about. And that is how, for those that own RVs, trailers, or anything of similar nature, there are ways to do preparedness that perhaps you haven't thought about.
Okay.
And ways that could save your life. And so...
Listen, Linda, get to the point.
So Cindy is going to explain her system and what they do with their trailer to make it a fabulous, fabulous tool for emergency preparedness. So, Cindy?
This is about emergency preparedness? Y'all are camping. If there's an emergency, go home. Like, what are we preparing for? What are we preparing? You got an emergency, go home. Can't you not just move your RV? They can't go home. They're bugging out. Is that what that means? I think she means if they need to take the RV following an emergency. Huh. Interesting. Oh, bugging out means getting out of town? Is that what... Do I need to look up the meaning of this word? Let me look it up. Google. Okay, Google. I don't have anything that would respond to me saying that. What does... Actually, I think we've talked about this before. Because didn't Anna from Only in My Dreams talk about bugging out? Didn't she, I might have to put, what does bugging out mean in the context of homesteading? The Bug Out Guide for Real People. That's the first link that came up. In the world of self-sufficiency, many people use the phrase bug out. If you're not familiar with this, it essentially means evacuate. It's what you do when it's no longer safe to stay in your current location because of a disaster. Oh, so literally... But, like, y'all are camping right now. So why does she have all this stuff on her? I guess because she just keeps it in her RV in case she's got to bug out. Alright, well, you learn something new every day, even if you're Zachary Michael. Even if you're the old Zachary Michael, you learn something new every day. Bug out is when insects celebrate Pride Month. Oh my god, that's so stunning. I love that better as a concept. These conspiracy bug out people know that if they all bug out at the same time, the rural, desolate areas are going to be very busy. I see. I think all of these two in particular look affluent and rich. I feel like they're going to be okay.
Thank you. Recently, we were involved in a community emergency preparedness fair where we pulled our trailer. John displayed many ways of off-grid cooking. We used our food storage meals, but in the trailer, this was a big hit. Showing.
You were in a community emergency preparedness fair? Was there funnel cake?
Tell, if you will, of our emergency storage in the trailer. And it's a plan that I believe in, that I've come up with several different ways. This one is adapted to the trailer. You see bins in front of you, some repurposed containers with foodstuffs in. The plan is to have these in the trailer, and these fit nicely under our bed in the trailer. We bought them specifically so they can stack a small one on top of
the plan is just to have the food. That's like what I'm supposed to be learning from this. The plan is just to have food. Yeah, that seems like common sense. It seems like common sense that you would have food available if you were, yeah.
With a large, utilizing the space well under the bed. These bins are titled breakfasts, lunches, 2 full of dinners, and 1 baking and cooking basics.
Yeah, it's very important that you have a baking bin for when you are fleeing a natural disaster. Baking is probably the most important thing. Food could save your life. I think it makes sense that if you're worried about having to evacuate, if you're like, especially, I don't know where these people live, but I imagine, like, living in the Midwest, we had plans for, like, what would happen if there was a tornado. I imagine if you live in, like, a place that's frequently getting hurricanes, you probably have a hurricane emergency planning. You know, it makes sense that I don't know what they're worried about evacuating, but it makes sense that you would have food. Is baking a staple for emergencies? Is baking essential for that? You will also see what Cindy's essential is for if there's an emergency, because it's crazy. Wait, which one's name is Cindy? Which one is, what are their names? Who's the girly in red? Okay, Cindy's the blonde, the redhead is Pam. Pam and Cindy are wonderful names. Wonderful names. Being prepared for a natural disaster is normal and smart. Preparing for the fall of civilization and the apocalypse is what these people are doing. That's what it's giving so far.
Along with the other bins up front, we could live in a trailer
there's
for
more.
likely a month. But the bins, the system here is, for example, each meal, this is the breakfast bin. I have 5 breakfasts. To serve each meal twice, you need twice the ingredients for each meal. All the breakfast ingredients are contained in here, along with recipes to make those meals. I have some convenience foods. You remember in all of our talk about emergency preparedness, it's what works for you.
Listen, if the fall of civilization happens, y'all, if the apocalypse is here, I don't know if I'm ready to live in an RV. I don't know if I'm cut out for it. I don't know if I'm cut out for it. I'm also like you really have it broken down to like the specific breakfast meals you're going to have. For what did she say? There's 5 meals in there, enough ingredients to make 2 servings per meal, so there's 10 meals altogether or something like that. All right, okay, Diva, go off. You'll be fine, Zach. You're rich. You'll get a good vault. You think so? I'm not even in like the 1% by any means. So I don't know. I don't think they'll be keeping a vault open for like drama commentary channels from the YouTubies and all of these fancy vaults that the rich people are gonna be in. I don't think those are made for me. They gotta have a diversity quota. There are rich white gay people that aren't me. There are plenty of rich white gay people that aren't me that can meet that diversity quota, I promise you.
Store what you use and use what you store. I will begin with prepared mixes. When I run out, we will have muffins from the ingredients that I have packed. So in this bin are the ingredients for 5 breakfasts. I'll show you in a minute.
This is a crazy amount of like emergency food to just keep in your RV, because you also know that wherever Miss Cindy's real life home is, she has like 10 times that waiting there too. She's got it all over the place. Mima would fit right in. Mima would fit in with these people. Anna might be a little too kooky for these folks.
Everything here, cream of wheat,
love my cream of wheat.
Cakes, oatmeal, scrambled eggs or French toast with syrup, and muffins and canned fruit.
Does she got eggs in those bins?
Love my cream of wheat.
Thank you, Jamie, for the 100 bits for the cream of wheat. Wait, does she have where are the eggs? You can't just casually have eggs. She's got powdered egg? Okay.
Boom. 10 breakfasts.
Boom.
Here twice, so you have 10 days worth of breakfast.
10 days of breakfast, 5 breakfasts, 2 times each.
Okay.
Same with lunches. 5 lunches, 2 times each. Peanut butter and jam sandwiches, tuna sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, chicken snoodle noop, you know.
No. No, I don't know. Chicken schnoodles, what? Chicken Snoodle who? I don't know. No, I don't know. Wait, I think I misheard her. Was she saying chicken noodle soup?
2 times each, peanut butter and jam sandwiches, tuna sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, chicken snoodle noop, you know, and
Chicken Snoodle noop. You know chicken snoodle noop, right? You've heard of chicken snoodle noop. Everybody knows chicken snoodle noop. She's out on these streets every night. You gotta know chicken snoodle noop. I don't know why that's sending me. Why is that so funny to me? It is. It just is. That's hilarious to me for some reason.
spam fried rice.
The first time Cindy said chicken snoodle noop, I just laughed. I said, you got your words mixed up. She said, I've said it that way for 20 years.
And when one of Pam's subscribers said, we say that too, so I was not alone.
No, you are alone. Why do you call it chicken snoodle noop? She's saying that she did it on purpose, that's just what she calls it. And then Pam's subscribers being so sweet and just lying to help her feel included, lying so she doesn't feel alone. Nah, Cindy girl, you're the only one, bestie. You're absolutely the only one calling it chicken snoodle noop. Not is it a furry thing, perhaps? Why would it be a furry thing?
But here are the recipes that
Also, though, I am kind of surprised that older white folks like this are getting down with spam fried rice. I don't know. I just feel like maybe because I grew up with white people telling me that spam was gross my whole life, like I find it hard to believe. I find it hard to believe that she likes it. Honestly, I only tried spam for the first time because of Noel, if I'm being honest, and it's good. We have it somewhat regularly. Not often, but like as a treat on the weekend.
I need for preparing those meals. This one is stir-fried rice and chicken snoodle noop.
Love me some chicken snoodle noop.
She just said it again too. Leah, thanks for the bits. What the fuck is spam? It's like a luncheon meat. It comes in a can. It's called spam. I think it's the combination of spiced ham, I think maybe originally. We went to like I can't remember what the name of the Asian market we went to was, but we went to one that was in the suburbs when we first got our car, just because like we could drive places. And anyways, we got some tocino flavored spam. That's so good. If you don't know, tocino is like a marinated, like sweet pork that is often eaten for breakfast in the Philippines or in like Filipino food.
Love my cream of wheat.
I think these ladies are going to be having some fun because their neighbors are going to get them edibles, yum yum. Then the flying escurials will be all over the place. And then they ate their cream of wheat and spam, yum yum yum.
Marsha, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Escorials.
For preparing those meals, this one is stir-fried rice and chicken snoodle noop, along with how I'll display and show you. This is a combination. It works for us. Some of our home produced.
Also, why the fuck is Pam here? Pam, what do you do here? Exactly. What is going on here, Pam? Now I know why she's sitting, because she's just sitting there with her mouth shut, which is fine, but isn't this your channel?
Food, some packaged store-bought, some of our freeze-dried, making it possible to make all these meals that we could serve from our trailer. Dinners, because dinner contains a little bit more. This bin has 2 dinners in it. Rarotonga rice with chicken,
Oh.
and chicken tortilla soup. So 2 chicken meals
Wow.
in here, twice for each dinner. And this is another dinner bin, the other 3 dinners.
It's crazy that she has it all labeled and everything, too. Like, like that feels like a lot. I mean, I guess good for you. Good for you. You're organized. They're going to eat Pam once this noodle noob is gone. No, we gotta save Pam. We gotta save Pam.
Our beef stew with biscuits from scratch,
Ooh.
spaghetti with meatballs, garlic breadsticks, and then the last one is chili with beans with cornbread muffins.
Those are some elaborate fucking dinners for y'all be evacuating the apocalypse. For y'all hanging out in a trailer for a week or whatever.
Hi y'all, sorry I'm so late lol.
Maddie Mac and Cheesy, thanks so much for 10 months of subscribing. Appreciate it.
So this contains enough to feed 2 people 30 meals. We could live for 10 days. 3
Pam fried rice.
Worms and Dirt, thank you. Thank you so much. Not the Pam fried rice. Oh my god. Also, what good is 10 days? What are you gonna do after 10 days? You know? She's like, we'd be able to live for 10 days. And then what? Is that when y'all start cannibalizing? I guess that's why Pam is there. That's why Pam is there. They gotta have a plan for after. But my thoughts are, if I can only live for 10 days and then I'm out of food again, like, then what are we doing? You know? I guess that 10 days gives them time to find more food, more resources. I don't know. I'd rather just KMS, honestly. 10 days is how long it takes them to get to Mima's house so they can share some of her $500 grocery haul. Her 20 pounds of sugar. Crazy. Did you just fart, Zach? It was probably my chair. This chair's really farty. Also, if I did fart, what about it? Who cares? Y'all telling me y'all holding your gas in your body? Y'all must be fucking miserable and in pain if y'all don't fart. But I didn't fart. It was my chair. It was my chair. It was.
3 meals a day in our trailer. Plus, with other basics, we can extend. And I wanted to mention bread. How important it is to have ingredients to make bread.
Yes, thank you so much. I almost thought we were going to go by this whole video without talking about bread. Let's go.
For us, because our meals will use bread as toast, as sandwich bread, and for an accompaniment for dinner if we so choose. This bin is the baking and cooking bin, but it's most important, and I will tell you why. And that is because one of us has a sweet tooth.
Yes, we got to make sure the sweet tooth is taken care of during the end times. That's #1 priority.
And I have to have caramel popcorn at least twice a month. And so we have all the means to pop the popcorn. John pops the popcorn.
Girl, that is insane. The world is ending and you gotta have caramel popcorn. The world is ending and you gotta have your caramel popcorn at least twice a month. And then sometimes I'm just like, some people are so out of touch. Some people are so out of touch because I'm like, there are people currently that can't even have caramel popcorn. They can't even have caramel popcorn now because they don't have resources like this. There's some people that would love to just have your 10 meals right here, your 10 days worth of meals right here to like literally live. And you're over here, well, I gotta hoard these supplies because if an apocalypse happens, I'm gonna need to have my caramel popcorn. Zach, you just said if you had to live in an RV. No, I didn't say if I had to live in an RV. You're leaving out some context there, Rocky Mountain Rage. I said if the literal apocalypse was happening and I knew I only had 10 days worth of food and then I was gonna die anyways, I'd rather just end it. I didn't say I would rather do that than live in an RV in general. If all I had was to live in an RV and the world wasn't
Caramel
ending.
popcorn is necessary for survival, y'all.
Just bugging out Jamie. Thanks for the 100 bits. But yeah, if the world wasn't ending and like my only option was to, like, I totally understand that there are people who have to live in like vehicles, RVs, things like that today. I get that. I was saying if it was literally truly the end of the world and my option was to like die now or struggle for 10 days and then die anyways, why would I want to struggle for 10 days, you know? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I'm pointing out that she is prepping for an imaginary
Love my cream.
assumed.
Cindy knows what she is doing. If the apocalypse happens, then she will have some chicken snoodle snow up and caramel popcorn to give to the Lord and get some bonus points. The Zach 11 praying.
Loaded T-Squirt, thank you. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Too late, I already posted it to the Reddits. Damn. Well, fuck me. But no, like, she is literally like doomsday prepping for something that may never happen, probably won't happen. We don't have any reason to believe is actually happening, you know? And she's hoarding resources. It's crazy to me. It's nuts.
And I make the caramel, and we produce caramel popcorn plus desserts of brownies. There's a mix, and a fruit crisp made from canned or home bottled fruit and other ingredients from scratch. Plus,
thank God.
Basics, if I run out of things, I have butter powder, I have instant yeast, I have from our freeze dryer.
We got buttered powder, butter powder. You can powder butter.
I'll show you this too. Egg powder that will rehydrate, reconstitute to make
There's
what
the
we
egg
need.
powder.
But this is what I wanted to show you. Economical, tasty, made from scratch. We prefer our own cooking usually to anyone else's, and
We prefer our own cooking, but we do have some pre-packaged things of muffin mix and things like that.
to prepared, purchased foods. Because I'm going to need to make bread often, I have an extra bin of bread flour, all-purpose flour, and then just in case, I've repurposed some nut and candy contain.
What do you know about repurposing this nut? Oh yeah, we're gonna repurpose some nut, all right.
Containers for macaroni, popcorn, sugar, pinto beans, jasmine rice, and regular rice. So we may take a break for a minute, and then I'll show some of these things so that you see that we have everything we need.
I get to unpack one of the lunch bins so we will discover together what is here.
Why do we wait, Pamela, why are we unpacking it? She literally just got done telling us what was in it. She just got done telling. Why do we have to go through it?
So this is mayo.
Isn't pregnancy just a repurposed nut? Wauma. For some reason, I'm like, I can't believe that came from you.
Oh, some Spam,
Okay.
more Spam.
This is Pamela's purpose here. Pam's purpose is to go through the box.
love my
That's what
cream
she's
of wheat.
contributing.
If the world was ending, Zachary be living in the ground hiding and farting. Okay, everyone listen. You think Cindy share that popcorn? I'm wondering because we got some people up in this chat who wants camroll popcorn. They don't trust others on what they want to cook. I think nuts are repurposed and no pack of
Marsha, thanks for the bits. Y'all tried to get some of Cindy's caramel popcorn. That is the thing, though. I'm like, what? Let's say Cindy and her husband run into somebody. Well, they're not like run into them like with the RV, but like they're out traveling the Doomsday landscape, and they run into a hungry person. You think Cindy's gonna share her caramel popcorn with somebody on the street? I would be curious. I don't think she would. From every single one of these, like, preppers, doomsday preppers, homesteaders, whoever, whatever, they're very much about protecting their resources. I'm kind of surprised she even told us that she keeps the resources, all of these resources, under the bed in their RV. You know? They're out there Mad Maxing it through the Mojave Desert.
Love my cream of wheat.
They are going to make Pam into spam when all this food is gone.
That's crazy, Jamie. Thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Cindy shares her husband, so I think she'd share some popcorn. You know that for a fact, bestie.
What's this?
Spaghetti, just broken
Just
noodles.
broken. Oh, okay.
Chicken snoodle nope. Those are the snoodles.
Those are the snoodles. Some peanut butter. Some.
Cindy's looking pleased as punch while Pam does this little show and tell. Look at her face. Look at her face. She's pleased. She's so tickled with her hoard.
Relish. Some soy sauce.
Uh-huh. Lots of condiments.
Blackberry jam. Cindy makes fabulous jam. That's what this is.
Okay.
And some fruit cocktail.
All right.
And this is
Tutti Frutti jam.
tutti frutti. You gave some of that to us this
today.
afternoon.
Not the Tutti Frutti.
Pam gonna pop lock and drop it for caramel popcorn, and Cindy looks like a proud mom at Christmas.
Urka Ray, thanks so much for the 100 bits. Y'all know about the Tutti Frutti jam. It's Pride Month after all. Happy Pride to all my Tutti Fruttis out there.
Peach jam with pineapple and cherries in it.
And there are three
The Kraft
boxes
Mac.
of mac and cheese.
She said we prefer homemade except when it comes to the Kraft mac and cheese, which, like, girl, I don't blame you. Kraft mac and cheese, we just talked about this, didn't we? Did we just talk about it? We love the Kraft mac and cheese.
Freeze-dried.
Peas
Is
and carrots.
this for...
Although I will say we had this discussion, the Velveeta shells and cheese would have been better because then you don't have to have the powdered butter. Then you don't have to have the powdered milk. You should have got, you dropped the ball, Cindy. You need that Velveeta shells and cheese instead.
Stir-fried rice.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the spam. Spam stir-fried rice.
Yeah. Why is she
And
moving
then a couple of
everything?
cans of tuna. Roto chicken, half chicken. What's this?
That is the chicken for the meal that requires chicken in lunch, which is chicken snoodle nope.
Okay then. Health.
If she doesn't fucking stop saying chicken snoodle nope, I swear to God. Also, is that freeze-dried chicken? Y'all gonna be nomming on freeze-dried chicken? Does that ever go bad?
Fun is this? My goodness, you have just done such a great job getting everything so organized.
Well, thank you. And you may notice there was no rice in there for my stir-fried rice, but we have bins of rice down here.
Oh,
so we are
good.
covered.
Good.
And I get to unpack the dinner bin to...
Why are we unpacking all of the bins? Why are we unpacking the bins? Why? What purpose?
show you some of our meals for dinner. The first one is beef stew with home bottled beef and stew vegetables.
Oh, that's canned beef right there? That's canned beef. This is literally like kindergartners going to school with a rock they found on the way to school and showing it at fucking show and tell. Do they even do show and tell in elementary schools anymore? I feel like when I was student teaching, we didn't really even do show and tell either, but it's giving show and tell. The left canceled it. They probably did. Them liberals, they don't want anybody showing and telling at school anymore. Just like they canceled cursive writing.
And biscuits from scratch, my trusty cooking basics bin. And then another meal is spaghetti. Over here was spaghetti. I opted for powdered mixes so I didn't have the bulk and the glass.
We prefer homemade, and except for when it comes to powdered spaghetti sauce.
In the kit, so spaghetti sauce and then all the tomato that you need to make that with freeze-dried meatballs and veg-all for the vegetable for the meals and garlic breadsticks.
Yeah, what happens if they can't get access to like trustworthy water? Like clean, trustworthy water? I would be curious about that as well.
From scratch. The third dinner in this bin is chili with beans using freeze-dried hamburger and other ingredients I have in there, and then cornmeal to make cornbread muffins.
I'm most intrigued by like the freeze-dried and or canned meat. That's what's most fascinating about all of this to me. Is like, y'all really gonna be nomming on some freeze-dried ass meat.
So those are 3 dinners, 10 dinners in this bin using some of the extras we have here.
Well, this is so exciting and such a good idea. And you have tailored this exactly to the foods that you and John like to eat.
That's right.
And so it is important that you pack your own recipe. And actually, in some of our cookbooks, we have meals that would be perfect for this.
That's right. And some of these.
She has homesteading prepper meal cookbooks. Okay. All right. Okay.
Are my meals from our cookbook.
I thought they were. I thought they sounded familiar. So it is in our food storage book.
Right. Comfort food for uncomfortable times.
Right.
Pam, did you write this book? Because it doesn't seem like you know a lot about it. She's like, this sounded like a familiar book or recipe to me. Wait, was it really called Comfort Food for Uncomfortable Times? I missed that.
Our food storage book.
Right. Comfort food for uncomfortable times.
Love
Right.
my cream of wheat.
Just need everyone to know that the Comfort Food for Uncomfortable Times PDF is $24.99 doll hairs. Oh my gosh, Purple Pros, thanks for doing the research. $25 for a PDF is crazy. That's crazy. How did Pamela get so tall? Yeah, Pamela grew. How did that happen? How did Pam get so tall?
And we're going to be having a book sale coming up on my birthday.
Happy birthday, Pam!
Which is midsummer, late summer. Okay, so I have a question or two.
Oh, please.
So you've packed all of these, and they're under your bed, and they're in the dark. How do you rotate these? These are going to expire. So what do you do for rotating?
Yes.
That's a really good question, and one that I put some thought into. And because I'm in these bins a little bit as we camp, and I didn't bring enough jam or whatever, I borrow from the bins. But to ensure that we are using and rotating them, I thought that the last 2 camping trips of our summer season into the fall, September and October, we will have these meals. For the days that we camp, we will use things up, and then we'll replenish these bins next spring when we begin our camp season next spring.
What happens if something happens? Like you wait until the spring to replenish? What happens if the apocalypse happens sometime in between there? Yeah, it's giving that this is just meal prep. This is meal prep, baby. Which also makes sense for camping. I used to camp with my family as a kid, and my mom would plan out meals for us to eat while we were camping, and like had them very organized and similar to this, except I think she brought like coolers so that we could have like hot dogs, hamburgers, and things like that, like without having to freeze dry things. But like, it's giving meal prep for camping. That's what it's giving. I didn't notice this before, but the book is by Pam and Cindy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pam was like, I thought some of those sounded familiar from our book. I'm like, did you write the book, bestie? This is from their website. Yes, you could say we are preppers, but you won't find doom and gloom in what we present. Rather, we believe that wise and prudent preparedness will blunt the effects of whatever challenges the future may bring. We focus on self-reliance, food security, and emergency preparedness. Interesting.
But this gives me tremendous security just knowing I have this.
Yes.
We had a family member whose tow vehicle broke down for 8 days. They were stranded somewhere in their trailer. And if we'd had this, they could have fed his family of 4.
But he didn't have it, did he? Huh, what did he do? Did he survive? Did he survive? It doesn't sound like he had this. Did he make it through?
During that time, but we just feel it's so important to have options.
So these foods are basically untouchable because these are your emergency.
That's right.
Except if
They're not untouchable though at all, because she said that even before they make it to the end of camping season, if she needs more jam, she'll go in there and grab some jam out. So it's not untouchable. Not stranded in their trailer when people literally live in RVs as their home. Yeah, and I'm also like, I forget what relation that person was, but was that person actually stranded? Or like, could you have driven there and picked them up and taken them to a hotel to stay in or something?
you run out of something and
Right.
then you replenish
Right.
it. Okay. All right, so that's really good to know. So if you like this idea, then you can start putting your own meals together based on the things that you like.
Okay.
Now I'd like to bring John in because as we were
Oh,
having
thank
this
God.
discussion,
Thank God we're bringing a man in. What could he possibly have to add to this, Pam?
and John, why don't you come on this? Actually, stand on the other side of Cindy so that
Yeah,
Mike will pick
yeah,
you
yeah,
up.
Come on, John.
So John, as Cindy was
He's
showing me
giving,
these
who is that football coach that was on Survivor? Was his name Jimmy Johnson? Is that Jimmy? Oh yeah, yes. He's giving Jimmy Johnson. But wait, I'm gonna get him from when he was on Survivor. I want the pictures of him when he was on Survivor. It's giving Jimmy Johnson. It's giving Jimmy Johnson. Were y'all expecting me to have a football reference, a sports reference today? I think he was a coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and my dad and my brother are big Dallas Cowboy fans, but I just love watching Survivor, so I know him from that context. See an optometrist? You don't see the resemblance? You don't see a resemblance at all? No? Not even a little? Okay, well, let's keep it moving.
things. You mentioned some bins that you have ready in the garage in case of an emergency where you need to bug out. You were telling us that you could probably get these things loaded and your trailer hooked up and be out of the driveway in, what did you say, 30 minutes?
Oh, 30 minutes easily.
Oh,
we could load up the
easy.
trailer and haul it out.
Now wait, why couldn't Cindy say that? You think Cindy doesn't know about the fucking bins in the garage? She couldn't talk about the bin. We did not need a man to come say this.
I kind of think of it as our Bugout kits that we have. We have about 8 that we've assembled over time because we used to have things scattered all throughout the garage and the storage shed and the house. And so we've assembled them all into bins and have them just ready to go, have them labeled. So we have fire.
So in addition to all of these bug out bins, you got more just chilling at home. Okay, got it. Great. Wonderful. Are the bug out bins from home with us right now? Because I don't give a shit.
We have light, we have first aid kits, we have shelter, we have rope, and we have tarps.
Oh, great.
Let's see, we have a lot of MREs that we can just grab and go. There were
No
8.
MREs. If you don't know, I forget what it stands for, but MREs are essentially also like ready to go meals that you can eat in an emergency. You said you prefer your own prepared food, so we don't want none of that here. We don't want none of that here. Meals ready to eat. Yes, there you go. I basically said that and then didn't realize that that was what the abbreviation stood for.
Winter clothing was one, I think.
Right. Well,
Tools.
from living in Wyoming, tools. Thank you. I think tools was one of the 8.
Tools.
And so we have these.
See, she's over here having to remind him of what's even in the bins. She's all we need. We don't need him. Let Cindy talk. Let Cindy talk.
Bins that we will just put into the trailer, and when a fire comes up over the hill, which it did probably 8 years ago, and everybody had to be evacuated, had we lived in this subdivision at the time, we would have hooked up our trailer. We would have gone.
This is a lot of hypotheticals. You're telling me if you had, so you didn't live in the, so you didn't have to do this, is what I'm hearing. Lots of hypotheticals.
To the garage, we would have grabbed those bins, put them in the trailer. We would have had these down underneath the bed, and with the MREs, we could have lived for a long time.
Oh, thank God.
Well, I think that this is a fabulous idea, how to turn your RV into a Noah's Ark, essentially, and for emergency preparedness.
You gonna start filing the animals on 2x2, girl? You got that kind of room in your RV? This guy jerks off in the shower. What? Why would you even say that? Willow Davis, why would you even say, why? What? How is that relevant? How is that even relevant, Willow Davis? Oh my gosh, and now Hannah's here. Hi, Hannah Reloaded. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Welcome. I'm not going to repeat what Willow just said. We have company. We have guests. We can't be talking like that anymore, Willow. But hi, Hannah. Hi, Raiders. Welcome. Oh, I do. Listen, the other raid video did get, I did have to mute the music. We can play it again. Sure, why not? We got a raid video. This is probably new to y'all. I know y'all raided us one other time. This will get copyright claimed when I do the re-upload on the YouTubies. But in case you want to know a little bit about me, we do have a video for y'all. Please enjoy. Here you go. This is going to give you no context or anything about me. It's really not going to be helpful. Hey. Hey. Boo. And there you go. Hi, Raiders. I don't know. Maybe I hope that enticed y'all to stick around. I hope that. I hope that made you say, "That's a person that I want to continue watching on the internet." And you know, I know Hannah gets into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Today we're watching something that I would say is like adjacent to that. We're watching homesteaders who are preparing their RV for bugging out. And bugging out, we learned today, means evacuating. If you ever have to leave quickly. So all these bins have 10 days worth of meals. So yeah, so they're preparing just in case something happens. Who knows? Who knows? They could live for 10 days.
Love, love, love my cream of wheat.
I hope that made you say, that's a person.
Yep, Livia Sword, that's exactly what that little raid video did. It made you say, well, that's a person. Oh, preppers are conspiracy adjacent. They often believe in a lot of other stuff and, you know, general anti-Semitism. Yeah, a lot of, I mean, these people on their website, somebody got us a little excerpt from their website that said that these are not your average preppers. You will not find doom and gloom with them. But we've watched some preppers that are like, the world's gonna end. There's all these bad things that are happening. Have you seen what the government's doing? So very, very, very conspiracy theory adjacent. But I have been enjoying this so far today. This video is almost over though, so we should probably finish it.
It is just such a wonderful concept. So thank you both for sharing.
Thank you. It's fun.
You're welcome,
We
Pam.
love this.
And our supporters all the time say, show more Cindy and John, show more Cindy and
Show
John.
more Cindy and John,
So this is one that we
please.
hadn't planned on doing until I saw what you have, and then there we have it.
Why can beans, parentheses, featuring kidney beans. That's a video of hers. Using home canned hamburger and more. Oh my god, we might have to watch that.
Cute.
So
Sometime, not today, but sometime.
thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you at our very next video, wherever in the world we may be.
Work.
See ya.
What did they do with the repurposed nut? I don't know. I don't know. No idea, bestie. Also, this end screen is a nightmare. There's too much happening. Wait, okay, so I'm not gonna read the comments, but I do just want to take a look over her videos. Canning apricots using hot pack. Discovery in search of apricots. Can pickles using low temp. Oh, I thought it was a question. I thought it was a question. But she's saying can pickles, as in you're going to can them. Can pickles using low temp pasteurization. I thought it was like can pickles? I don't know. Can they? May pickles? Ooh, trying out our new solar shower. Oh, does she take an actual shower on camera? Okay, Pam. Not their names being Jem and Pam, though. Not that office straight culture nonsense. Do pickles? Why is anybody asking how pickles? Yeah, wow. What a wild journey this was today. Trial. Pizza on the Cob Grill. Oh my god. She's got so much. Tips for avoiding scammers. Queen. Iconic. All right, YouTubies, that's all we got for today. It's almost 7 p.m. Oh my god, I gotta go get some videos up. But bye, YouTubies. Subscribe.